waiting for your manifestations is not manifesting. But when you expect your manifestations to come, you're kind of on the right track, because you're not wondering how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen. But when you completely detach from your manifestations, you do not care when, how, who, you just know it's happening. You're in that state of knowing. It's done, it's mine. Let's get into it. When you're constantly obsessing about your desires and about the outcome, it's like the basic law of physics. When you chase something, it repels, it moves away from you. But if you just, calm down, relax, it attains the equilibrium. It comes back to neutral. You don't need to chase, you don't need to beg, and you don't need to obsess about these things, because essentially what you're obsessing over is a fantasy. You have a fetish for these fantasies that you've created in your mind of how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, what date it's going to happen by. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is that it's done. You're not a hamster chasing itself on a hamster wheel, but that's what you're behaving like when you're obsessing about the outcome, obsessing about who they're with, when they're texting you, if they're not texting you. It's exhausting, which is incredible, because the same energy that we're using to obsess about this person and that and this and when's it going to happen is the exact same power that we can use to put into something incredible, to pour into ourselves, to start loving ourselves and coming back to ourselves. Neville Goddard says you have to go within and shut the door. The door to the senses must be tightly shut. So how are you allowing a circumstance out there, the 3D, whatever he said, whatever he hasn't said, to infiltrate your emotions on a daily basis? You don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to do this, you feel depressed because you haven't heard from them, the circumstance with your business is not working, and what are you going to do? And you're allowing it to affect your mood, when if you knew that you were the operant power, and if you loved yourself deeply enough, you'd know that it's done. The door to the senses would be tightly shut, and this is what he meant. You have to be so Ray Charles to what's going on and just surrender into the knowing that it's done. And that means detaching from the outcome, detaching from the circumstance, detaching from people, places, and things. It's not, nothing is outside of you, it's all inside. And so when we say that we will be well, I will be well, that means that you're sick. When you say that you will be rich one day, that means that you're poor. When you say that you will be in love one day, it means that you're alone. And so that is what will persist, what you're conscious of, which is you're poor, you're sick, you're alone. That's the only thing that you're conscious of. That's the only thing that can expand. So if you're obsessing about the outcome, what do you think is going to persist? The very thing that you're focusing on. The fantasy, the delusion that you're making up in your mind. I mean, Delulu era is meant to be a positive thing, not focusing on the negatives. You can still be delusional in the positive. Literally nothing can stop you. No matter how bad the circumstances are right now, nothing can stop you from getting to your desire. So get very clear about what it is that you are trying to manifest. Don't be wishy-washy with the universe. The universe is never wishy-washy with us, okay? When it rains on us, it literally pours. The universe is dying to open the doors to us. So get very clear on what it is that you want. And then you need to start changing your belief system to align with that new desire. This can be done in 21 days or less. 21 days is a limiting belief. I'm sorry for projecting that onto you. You don't even need 21 days. You can do it when you decide to do it, and how long it takes you is up to you. But I have a sleep affirmation that you can sleep to start reprogramming your subconscious. Start doing the meditation self-love every morning. And then when you are feeling that anxiety throughout the day, say to yourself, or say to the higher power, universal mind within me and all around me, I surrender this feeling, I surrender this anxiety, I surrender this issue to you, and I trust that you'll turn it into magic. Because when has the universe not delivered on that? Seriously, think about it. You've survived 100% of the days. You're still here watching this video. Thank you, by the way, I appreciate it. So start looping. Every day in every way, my life is getting better. Every day in every way, my life is getting better. You loop that the same way that you loop the other thing that you've been obsessing about. The same way that you obsess about the circumstance, obsess about the outcome. When is it going to text me? When is this going to happen? You obsess about every day, and every day in my life is getting better. I am so powerful. I am the operant power. Just start looping these incredible affirmations. They will change your life. What happens is, even if you don't believe in what it is that you're trying to manifest, in 4 or 5 days of looping affirmations, sleeping to affirmation tapes, doing loop affirmations yourself in the mirror and all of that, you start to feel a shift. You start to feel really good. In 7 days, 2 weeks, the outside world starts to treat you better. Maybe people are looking at you more, telling you that you're beautiful. You did something different with your hair. Maybe you start getting free coffee or freebies in shops. It doesn't matter. But the outside world is now reflecting the change to you, which then increases your belief just a little bit. You don't need a lot of belief. You just do it anyway. Then in 21 days, 30 days, you're a brand new girl or guy. You get to decide. And so it literally is that simple. You just have to commit. Instead of being wishy-washy, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it for one day. What's that gonna do? What are you gonna achieve in one day? Please. And I'm talking to my older self here, because I would start something, never finish it. And you have to get so sick and tired of your own shit before things start shifting, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna do it for you. And I don't want you to get to that sick and tired point. I don't want something like a catastrophe to happen to you. Just get it done. 21 days. The time is going to pass anyway. Attract anything, we need to detach from everything. Yes, I mean everything. Stop the stalking, stop the messaging, stop obsessing. Just know that it's done. Trust that it's done. Start looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself that you are worthy, you are loved because you are, that you're beautiful, that you're capable, that you can do anything. Look at yourself in the mirror and say that. Thank you for watching. You are worthy, you are loved. I love you.